Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Get ready to lean back, grab your favorite drink, and settle in, because today, I'm taking you on a journey, a story about an adventure that changed everything for me. This isn't just a tale, it is a testament to what happens when you step out of your comfort zone and into the unknown. Our story begins, as many do, with a whisper of possibility. I was stuck in a rut. You know the feeling. Same routine, same view, same dreams gathering dust. One evening, scrolling through old maps online, I stumbled upon a legend, an ancient tale of a hidden waterfall deep within the Whispering Peaks, a place so remote, so shrouded in mist and myth, that most people thought it was just a fairy tale. But something about it sparked a tiny flame in me. The call of the wild, the lure of the undiscovered, it was irresistible. So, I decided I would chase that legend. My friends thought I was crazy, my family worried, but I felt this deep, burning conviction that this was something I had to do. I spent weeks planning, researching, gathering gear, backpack, sturdy boots, a compass that actually worked, crucial, dehydrated meals that promised to be delicious, they weren't always, and a journal to capture every moment. The sheer act of preparation was an adventure in itself, a mental rehearsal for the physical challenge ahead. Finally, the day arrived, standing at the trailhead, looking up at the towering, ancient trees that seemed to guard the path. A mix of excitement and genuine fear washed over me. This was it. No turning back. The air was crisp, filled with the scent of pine and damp earth. The initial climb was exhilarating. Sunlight dappled through the canopy, birds sang melodies I'd never heard before. And every step felt like a step further away from my old life, and closer to something new. The first few days were a blur of breathtaking views and sore muscles. I learned to read the subtle signs of the forest, to trust my instincts, and to appreciate the profound silence broken only by the rustling leaves or a distant animal call. One evening, setting up camp by a crystal-clear stream, I watched the stars ignite the night sky like diamonds on black velvet. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated peace. I realized then that sometimes, the greatest adventures aren't about conquering something grand, but about finding a quiet moment of connection with the world around you. But as with all good adventures, challenges arose. On day 4, a sudden storm rolled in. The sky turned an ominous gray, and torrential rain began to fall, turning the narrow mountain path into a slippery, muddy slide. My meticulously planned route became a treacherous ordeal. I got turned around, the visibility dropped to almost zero, and for a terrifying hour, I felt utterly lost. Panic started to set in. My heart pounded, and the old doubts whispered, "You shouldn't have come. You're not strong enough." It was in that moment of despair, huddled under a meager overhang as thunder cracked overhead, that I remembered why I started this. It wasn't about finding a waterfall, it was about finding myself. I took a deep breath, pulled out my map which, thankfully, I'd laminated, and meticulously retraced my steps in my mind, remembering landmarks, focusing on the details. Slowly, carefully, I found a safer route, a less steep descent, and navigated my way back to a familiar path. The relief was immense, and with it came a surge of confidence. I wasn't just surviving, I was problem-solving, adapting, and growing. The next few days were marked by a renewed sense of purpose. I was no longer just hiking, I was on a quest. The landscape grew wilder, the forest denser, and the air grew heavy with the promise of something magnificent. And then, I heard it, a faint, distant roar, like a constant rumble. Growing louder with every step, my heart leaped. This had to be it. Pushing through a thick curtain of moss-laden vines, I emerged into a small clearing. And there it was. Not just a waterfall, but a spectacle. The legendary Whispering Peaks waterfall. Water cascaded down a sheer cliff face, hundreds of feet high, crashing into a turquoise pool below. The spray created a perpetual mist that caught the sunlight, forming shimmering rainbows that danced in the air. It wasn't just beautiful, it was powerful, majestic, humbling. I sat there for what felt like hours, just taking it all in. The sound, the sight, the feeling of the cool spray on my face. It was everything the legends promised and more. And standing there, witnessing such unnatural beauty, I realized something profound. The real treasure wasn't just the waterfall itself, but the journey to get there. It was the grit, the determination, the moments of doubt overcome, the quiet victories, and the newfound appreciation for the world and for myself. This adventure taught me that growth happens outside of comfort zones. It taught me the importance of preparation, the resilience of the human spirit, and the unparalleled joy of chasing a dream, even when others think it's impossible. It showed me that every challenge is an opportunity to learn, and every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. I returned home not just with stories and photos, but with a changed perspective, a deeper sense of self, and an unshakable belief that life's greatest adventures are waiting just beyond the next horizon. So, what's your Whispering Peaks? What legend are you willing to chase? I hope this story inspires you to find your own adventure, whatever that may look like. It doesn't have to be a mountain. It could be a new skill, a new project, or even just a new way of looking at the world. The important thing is to start. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. If you enjoyed this story, please give it a big thumbs up, share it with someone who needs a little adventure in their life. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on our next adventure together. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and keep exploring.